Hello children, so hope you must have covered replication of DNA. So today we are going to see the transcription of RNA. That is how RNA is formed from DNA. So transcription is the process by means of which DNA forms RNA. Okay, so you know three types of RNA are there: tRNA, mRNA and rRNA. Whatever RNAs are there, so what is the main difference between DNA and RNA? DNA has ATGC combination, here AUGC. Instead of thymine, uracil is there. That is the first difference. So here during replication and transcription also the difference is the same. So in DNA during replication, in the place of adenosine, thymine is formed. But in RNA, instead of thymine, uracil is formed. Okay, so during replication, the entire DNA will be duplicated. But during transcription, only a segment of DNA will do transcription. In replication, both the strand act as template. But in transcription, only one strand will act as template and will produce RNA. In replication, DNA is copied from DNA, but in transcription, RNA is copied from DNA. So here these are few differences between replication and transcription. So during transcription, only one strand of DNA acts as template. Why is it like that? Because if both the strands are doing transcription, they will form two different type of protein strands. Okay, so because the two different RNA will code two different proteins. So before that, when you see the two RNA, they will be complementary to each other. When they are complementary to each other, they will become double-stranded RNA. If they become double-stranded RNA, they won't be able to translate a protein at all. Okay, so during translation, the RNA, it has to be single-stranded. Always RNA is single-stranded only. Because of that, they are able to do translation. So for translation, RNA to be single-stranded. If they become double-stranded, there won't be translation. There won't be formation of protein at all. So that's why only one strand of DNA, it has to be transcribed at a time. Other strand it can transcribe, but another time it will do the transcription, not at the same time. Now let us see the transcription unit. In transcription unit of DNA, three regions are there. One is promoter, other is structural gene, and the third is terminator. So promoter, you can see the promoter here. This is the terminator. Okay. So when you see the newly formed strand, there also we studied in DNA, it is always from 5' to 3' direction. So the promoter, it attaches to the 3' portion of template strand and 5' polarity of position of coding strand. Actually, the template strand only it codes the RNA. Coding strand, it does not code any RNA, but the newly formed RNA will be resembling the coding strand. Means the structural gene will be resembling the newly formed RNA will be resembling the coding strand. Here in the RNA strand having 3' to 5' is called template strand and 5' to 3' is called coding strand. Already we studied. So here the transcription, during transcription the RNA formed will be resembling the coding strand. Okay, not the template strand. Template strand it will form the RNA, but the formed RNA will be resembling coding strand. But in the place of thymine, uracil will be there. If the A combination is there in template strand, the newly formed RNA will be having U. So if G is there, C is formed. If C is there, G is formed. If T is there in DNA, it will form A. Like that, they will form bases. The promoter and terminator are present on either side of the structural gene. Already we seen. Okay, the promoter, where is it located? You call that as upstream end, and the terminator is present on the downstream end. Okay, so it is respective of coding strand. I already told you coding strand does not code anything, but the newly formed RNA will be resembling the coding strand. So here 3' and 5', the downstream and upstream. So in reference to coding strand we tell. So already we seen in the diagram, hope you must be remembering. See here, the 3' position, no. So where is it? The terminator is there of coding strand, and the 5' position of coding strand, promoter is there. Accordingly, we call that as upstream and downstream end. So RNA polymerase, it is helping in transcription. Finally, when the terminator arrives, it terminates the process of transcription. Promoter starts and terminator stops. The termination factor, it stops the transcription. The transcription unit of gene, that is the main functional unit. That is the main functional unit. These genes are located on DNA. Okay, and this DNA sequence, it form RNA. So let us see the cistron. We call the structural gene as cistron. So here it can be monocistronic or polycistronic. Monocistronic you can see in eukaryotic gene, polycistronic in prokaryotic. Okay, so eukaryotes are monocistronic and they have interrupted coding. That's why the genes, you call that as the split gene. Here we can see some genes will be expressing, other genes won't be non-expressing. Expressing genes we call that as exons, non-expressing genes we call that as introns. But in prokaryotes it's not like that. So entire structural gene they can do transcription. And here there are no exons and introns in prokaryotes. But in eukaryotes we can see exons and introns. We will study later in the coming parts. We will study regarding exons, introns, and how the processing occurs, that we will study in next class. So exons are the expressing sequences. Introns, they won't appear in the matured or processed mRNA. They will be spliced out. Only exons are used in the formation of RNA. Okay children, hope you must have understood. So here when you see exam point of view, how is it being asked in exam? So they can ask the transcription unit diagram separately. They can ask transcription schematic diagram of transcription unit, and what are the, and they can sometime by giving diagram they may be asking you to write the terms. The missing terms will be there. They can ask, and sometimes they will give a sequence of template strand and they will ask you what will be the coding strand sequences, on what will be the newly formed mRNA sequences, like that they can ask. In case template strand A base is there, coding strand there will be T. In template strand if T is there, coding strand there will be A. C, here G. There G means here it will be C. But in RNA you have to remember, so here you have to write only U instead of thymine. So in case template strand A is there, RNA will be having U base, like that. Only that in that place only there will be difference. In other nitrogenous bases places it will be resembling. Okay, that is the thing. So you should remember children. So sometimes they can ask direct question or sometimes indirect question, like that also they can give. They will give a sequence of template strand and they can ask you to write coding strand and they can ask you to write the mRNA also. It is very simple. Only the matter is the difference in the nitrogenous base. Okay children, hope you must have understood. If there is any doubt you can contact me. Thank you.